Oil's looking good, fluids are all good. Jesus, that's a lot of stuff. There you go, just shows how much storage I've got. The waterproofs, first aid, washing up powder. It's absolutely full. Let's start taking things out. So guys, before we get into this week's video, we need to talk about the massive milestone that the channel's hit. And that's hitting over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. So thank you to everybody out there for supporting the channel and watching the videos, letting me talk your ear off about my camper van. When I started this channel, it was just to document me building this camper van, because I saw a lot of people on YouTube, on TikTok, building their own camper vans, and they've got all the best of gear, also the skill. I've got none of that. I wanted to basically make a series just to show that anybody can build their own camper van. You don't have to go as extreme as I went, so you could go minimalistic here, or you could go to the way that I built mine. I wanted to show that anybody could do it, and you didn't need to get a joiner, you didn't need to get all the fancy gear and all the rest of it. And I feel like the complete build series has done that. I can't wait to go to the North Coast 500. So in this video I'm going to do some prep for the North Coast 500. Just wee bits and bobs that I want to change, or things that I want to take out. I don't want to be taking a lot of stuff that I don't need, and just doing some of the niggly things that I've been meaning to do that I've just been putting off. And I thought I'd bring you guys along with me while I do it. We'll cover everything from the engine bay, the garage, under the seat, the food storage, the storage inside the van, and we're also going to be installing something that I've been trying to get for a long time, but as ever I just keep putting it off. And that's wind deflectors. Now some of the areas in the van are a mess, so we'll just need to dig through it together, so let's get into it. So if you guys go and enjoy the video, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments, and if you haven't already, why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. We are doing the North Coast 500 at the start of June, so get subscribed if you want to see it. So do you want to hear something funny? Less than 10 minutes after I just done the intro for the video, I put on my laptop, because I usually put my notes on there. Yesterday I made a couple of tracks, and I thought, do you know what, before I get into filming anything and doing anything, I'll give them a listen just to, you know, see how they're sounding a day later. So I was just trying to get things organised, and I was like, right, I'm going to film this first, and I'll maybe do that, and I'll maybe do this. And then I started playing the track, and I was like, oh, next thing I know, I've just ran into the house to get my headphones, setting the mic up, and now I'm sitting like this. Now I'm in writing mode while I'm trying to do a video for YouTube, so I'll get this idea done first and then I'll get back to the video. So it's one of the things that ideas can just come to you whenever, and even when you're doing something completely opposite. So normally I put the songs in my phone and I just, you know, hum and haw into it, the tune or whatever's in my head, but it's not on my phone, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. So it's a very sad sounding track, and this is the chords. Nothing crazy. So this is what I like to do when I go and write. If I've not got a solid idea yet, it's basically just getting mumbling down, and I might throw some words in here and there, but it's going to sound like complete gibberish. Then I go back and listen to it with fresh ears, and I might hear a phrase or I might hear a pitch somewhere, and then it will lead me with an idea. And this is just my process of how I do it. I've got something in, so let's get back to the video. So first up, mechanically wise, oil's looking good, fluids are all good, maybe I need to top up some coolant. So I had the water pump and timing belt done last month, but I changed the air filter last week, and I noticed this pipe at the back was loose. On further inspection, it looks like it snapped at some point, and it looks like it snapped when somebody's actually changed it before. I took it down to the garage, and they've kind of agreed with me, saying it's maybe a breather hose. If there was anything up, I would have probably felt it by now, so I will get it fixed, but it won't be before the North Coast 500. Also, he said as well that if I do replace it, I'm probably better replacing the whole box, and I would need to get a pipe from Fiat. So if anyone thinks this can be done another way, or if they've had this issue before, let me know in the comments. So next up, the draw, and let's just take everything out. Harpic. Always have camera gear in here. Oh, 2 tea bags. Oh, there's my glasses. Been looking for them. Oh, I forgot all about this. I actually bought new knives for the van and I completely forgot about it. Potato peeler. Brand new, not even used. I do need to get proper cutlery. Do I really need 2 spatulas in the van? So what do we need? We need the spatula. We don't need 2, I'm going to call it. Do need a knife. And we're going to need the tongs. Totty peeler? Nah, I'm not. Cutlery. I like taking this because it's a nice steak knife, because look at that monstrosity. Like, there's just nothing to that. And that, I don't use a lot of sugar anyway, so we'll put that back in. That's just coffee, that's fine. And 2 tea bags, aye, why not? And that's that. Oh, this is what happens when you've no nails. Oh, come on. Get it. Drawers done. Spices. We need to get salt because that's just, I don't know what. So the chili powder's fine. The Thai spice seasoning, that's fine. Oh, pen on it. Oh, pen on it. The paprika and the ginger's fine, so I need to get salt, pepper and maybe some garlic. So everything that's getting chopped. While we're doing kitchen mode, is there anything under there? Niente. Interface, EcoFlow, there's not really going to be much change in there, so that'll be the bottom one. So, what have we got in here? I have got something else coming for the North Coast 500. It is a bigger brother to the Ridge Monkey, so you'll probably see that on the North Coast. I think these are options just to take everything out. Is that me? Yerp. Jesus, that's a lot of stuff. There you go, it just shows how much storage I've got. Scales, do we need scales? Nah, we don't. We definitely need a chopping board. We do need the Ridge Monkey. We do need a glass. I'm trying to remember where I got these plates. It's when we went to North Berwick, because I didn't have any plates. So they go there. Frying pan? Nah, we're not going to take it. Oh, is that rust? We have a fallen casualty. I'm not actually worried because these should be good to go for pots, so it may actually be helping us getting rid of that collapsible cup. Aye, we'll keep that. This frying pan looks good. With the new Ridge Monkey, we're not going to really need this, so this can go. Next is this. This is just the igniter. I'm going to keep this because I like having a backup to the other cooking stuff. Let's just hope these pots are in good nick. So if you remember back to Loch Venator, up here, I got this set up outside. Can't remember what it was I was cooking, but I went outside to cook. That's actually alright, that's just burn marks. Yaldi. This and this can just be used for if I need to make soup or anything like that. An easy way to set this up is the gas bottle basically just sits on that, and then this screws on the top of it and the pot sits on top of that. So that's why I cooked outside in Loch Venator, because the gas that I normally use in the stove was too cold and it just wasn't heating up. So I used that and it just performed a lot better. It is a nice wee thing to keep as a backup. Gas back in. So keeping them. Fire extinguisher. Yep, that's sitting fine. I keep forgetting to put it in the van, so in you go. It's crazy how much junk is in here, and also weight as well, like that's pretty weighty. Next up is the storage boxes under the bed. Got a full bottle. I'd say less than half is in that. Oh, still a lot in that. Ring light. So this used to be what I used for the window covering. This blanket was actually sound absorbent blankets. I paid something like 70 quid for just one of these, but I used these as a vocal booth and they were brilliant. I kept this as well so that when I used the mic, if the the sound absorption from the van wasn't good enough. I could easily wrap this round the mic a wee bit. It would act as a reflection filter, but I've no needed to use it. It's used that I use it for now. Because of the ramp, the bumper doesn't extend all the way along, so there is gaps, and if you look down there, you can see that gap. What I'm planning to do is put a draft excluder with the brush kind of like this here, so that it basically brushes against the metal. But just now, what I do is I fold that like that, and I basically just feed it into the gap there, and then it blocks the cold coming in. It is what it is. I'm not going to need to worry about this for the summer in the North Coast and stuff, because it is warm in here, so you will be getting kept. Let's take this box out first of all. And this is just a box for cables. I hate that doesn't fit in there. And I'm just putting the gas in there just to stop it moving a bit. And that's that one done. Woolly hat, sleeping bag. It's just taking up a ton of space in it. Normally I put it up the top there. I can't remember why I put it in here. Blanket and speakers. Ah, more wires. So I don't need all that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck in the blanket first for the speakers to sit on, just so they're not rattling about everywhere. Sorted. There is a lot of space in there. I could chuck in a fridge, put the diesel heater in here, and maybe have the vent coming out at the bottom there. It's probably not getting used efficiently because of like boxes like this, but that is what it is. I'm going to take this out and put it back up the top there, just to get that storage back. That one was easy. Next up, we'll cover the overhead storage. All I've got up here is the portable solar panel and nothing much else. So the sleeping bag and bedding can all go up there. And then just to cover behind the passenger seat, we've obviously got the toilet, solar charging cables, and the culture, so we'll need to get that charged. I'm actually going to just unhook these just now. Guys, if you want to see how I installed my solar panel and its wires, have a look at the video here and you'll get a step-by-step process and how I've done it. This is the Blue solar cable, and the EcoFlow is down there as well, so I just keep them in there close to the connections. I need to remember to bring the pee bottle in, and that goes down there as well. Then lastly, for the inside of the van, we'll check where all the toiletries and stuff go. Right, that's that held in place. So let's just take a bit. Wet wipes, can't have enough of them. Okay, we'll get a lot of them. Jack Daniels. Pretty sure that's a rain jacket. Bottle of Febreze because, well, need the place to smell nice. An old head torch. And I'm pretty sure that's waterproof trousers. A bag for my pillow, but I don't know where the pillow is. And that's for the windscreen cover. Pretty sure that's a midget face mask. Oh, 2 midget face masks. So we'll just take it all out. I mean, you could argue as well a diesel heater could go in there, have the hose come out of here. Possibilities are endless. Let's see what we've got in here. Put bags, if you want to call it that. First aid kit, need that. Don't really need you because I have that. Deodorant. Sensodyne toothpaste. Washing up liquid. For when I had hair. Midge and tick spray. Expired 2023. I wonder how useful it would be. I kinda want to spray it just to see. Nah, we'll get rid of it. Ah, my Sensodyne, there you go. Keratin, hay fever tablets. Definitely need them because I just die with hay fever. I mean, I think I can pretty much keep all of that because you've got your waterproofs, first aid, washing up powder, Febreze, hay fever tablets, poop bags, rubbish bags, midget netting, deodorant, toothpaste. So all I need to do is just get my toothbrush for in there and maybe more wet wipes because let's be honest, you can't get enough of wet wipes in a van. So all we need to get is more wet wipes, put my toothbrush in, and some toilet roll, but I think we're covered for black bags. Better. And that is how you do that. Next up, let's look at this first. Camera gear, I need that. Poles for the shower and tarp. I don't think I've got any food in here. No, green tea. No. So another job that I've been meaning to do, which has been on the list, is fixing the curtains. When I made the curtains, they were kind of too short. When I was pulling it over, it wasn't, you know, it would come over but then it was opening at the other side, or, you know, when I pulled it here, it would come over, but I've sorted it. So as you can see here, I've actually sewn these bits of Velcro, and I've done that at each curtain. So normally what would happen is when I would pull the curtains over, there's still a bit of a gap, and then when I pulled this over, this wouldn't close either, so it was kind of like there was a gap in the middle. So now with these, I take it up to the very edge of the van, and then I just Velcro the bits on like so, then do the same and there and there, and then pull it over. And if you've already noticed, I've put some Velcro down the middle, stitched it, as you can see, such a professional job. And then on the other side is the sticky bit of Velcro. When you pull this over, you can see it's actually nice and tight on the corners. And then it's just a case of bringing this over and sticking it down, like so. Look at that. I'm so chuffed with it. Again, it's another job that I've been trying to do for ages, and now it's done. And the thing is I leave the side bits on and I want to open the curtains, just in case of doing that, and then open it, and there you have it. This is everything that's going to be getting took out the van. Doesn't seem a lot, but it is. We've made space for all the new stuff, and all that stuff can get to. Now we're on to the garage. It's absolutely full. Let's start taking things out and see where we're at. The shovel. Right, so let's check behind the seat. Jack, the car pump, and just to change a tyre. Stuff is all behind here, so that's fine. First up, tarp. I was going to use this with a shovel, but I'm thinking that I might just get a wee wooden platform to stand on, because then I would need to dry this, whereas a piece of wood would be a lot quicker at drying, so we'll leave this out. This is the shovel. We need this. I've got these suction pads, and these were originally for my other tarp to act as an on kind of thing, but now because I've got the roof rack, I don't really feel that I need these now. Oh, do you know what? Nah, we don't need them, so these can go to the side. Wheel nuts, need them, so we'll just pop them down there, and the wheel well. I mean, I've got the automatic one, we'll keep it because you never know, but I'll put that under here as well. So I got this when I was camping, basically a water filter, and then you can, you know, drink from a stream or a river or whatever, and it basically filters out all the toxins and all the bacteria. Obviously this is like a worst case scenario kind of thing. If I didn't have any water, I thought it'd be a good thing to keep in the van, just in case, so we keep this. And next is tyre repair, so just in case I get a flat. Funny story, I actually only got this because I couldn't put my spare wheel anywhere. People on Facebook were telling me to get this, you don't need a spare wheel, but trust me, you do need a spare wheel, because when I was on a motorway, mine shredded, and there was no way this would have fixed it. The tyre was just completely destroyed. WD-40 silicone, it's good for the doors and stuff, the sliding doors. Tenting poles, yep, need them for if I'm putting up the tarp or whatever. A squeegee, yep. In the shovel, definitely need that. So this is my tarp, and I'll show a couple of pictures where it's set up. Next time round it's going to be set up a wee bit differently, so I've got different poles, but definitely a good bit of kit to have. Hoping I use it a lot more, especially on the North Coast 500. So keeping that. A polythene dust sheet. I don't know why I would need that. A shower curtain. I will shove that there. So what we're left with, universal screwdriver, need that, screwdriver, just chuck all them on the side so I know where they are. Or maybe chuck the screwdrivers in that at the back, just so they're no jagging into anything. My black tape, Gorilla Tape, my brush. So this is actually my washing line, and I was using it in Butte when I was off grid, off the mainland. So if you want to see that video, click up here to see it. This actually worked pretty well when I was drying my towel and that. Definitely a handy piece of kit. And so these are just my guide ropes that I got with my tarp. And these are just bungee cords that I had. Might come in handy, you never know. I think the easiest option here is just to bung all the cables, all these wires into here. These can go up there. The ridge monkey can just sit in nicely there. Still got a good wee bit of space for taking all that crap out. That's the garage sorted, so stuff to change the wheel under the seat, and then in the garage compartment we've got tools, so screwdrivers and stuff. We've got the shower, we've got the water jug, good to go. So guys, that's my spring clean done for the North Coast 500. Quite a few things that we had to get rid of, especially that pot with the rust in it, and just other bits and bobs, spices that are out of date and stuff. We'll replace the spices and get the cartridge charged, get the toothbrush, toilet roll in, and we'll be good to go. And also need to put the slating bag at the top as well. This is me just getting the van ready for the North Coast 500. So if you haven't already, get subscribed so you don't miss it. We also got the window deflectors on as well. Been trying to do that for a while, which is a big plus, so at night when it's hot we can have the windows open. So guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.